What is up, YouTube? Watson here, Watson Gaming Network, and I want to tell you some tips and secrets on how I'm building my collection because people always ask me, Watson, that's an expensive hobby collecting all these games. How do you do it? Well, I'm about to tell you how I do it, and it starts now. All right, the first thing I want to start out with is Facebook Marketplace. I utilize the Facebook Marketplace pretty well. Um, I look on deals. Like some people got game lots that are pretty decent. Like you can find like a $60 like Xbox 360 lot. It'll come with like 20 games. The Xbox 360, the typical. It's just basic, like it may be shitty games like and worthless games like sports games and such. I collect sports games, but I'm just saying like it's just like games that are just like but at least you'll get the console and stuff. And if you're a reseller such as me, that you can still make profit off of it by like picking that lot up and then like going through it and sort things out and then maybe bundle it a certain other way that you can make better money with. So that's one thing how I go. I look for that, or I came about it like free stuff. I collect movies. I got boxes of movies for free. You gotta like really like do your search and research on like how to get the deals and make sure you're doing it right. And so yeah, Facebook Marketplace is one of my options that I use for my collections. Next would be like a Goodwill. I use Goodwill or a thrift store. You go there, you can get like $2, $1 DVDs, video games, sometimes 50-cent CDs, which PS1 games will be in that mix. So that's check your local Goodwill. I go to thrift stores, go to half off Saturdays or half off Sundays, half off Mondays. Go to like any local thrift store too. You find good deals. Like you gotta really, before you purchase the games though, say like they're disc-based games like PS1, PS2, PS3, open them up, check them out, and sometimes you can even find game consoles. Like you can find Wii's for like $25. Like you really gotta do searching. Like people were like, thrift store, it's people's junk, garbage that's donated. But I'm gonna tell you, 90% of my collection are from Goodwills and thrift stores. And I got pretty decent shaped stuff. So you just gotta clean it up a little bit, some of it. So it's not too bad. Next, I would say check out some garage sales. Season's getting colder now. It's becoming fall. It's gonna be limited with yard sales, garage sales, but a lot of like communities and towns are doing town-wide ones. So check your local listings, see if there's any garage sales. Cause hell, people put that crap out because they want to get rid of it. Even if you're going after video games, say, and you don't see any on the table, what I learned from channels I've watched, they go up to the people, they'll look, and there's like random shit there, and they're just like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, sir, or whatever is there, you got any video games? Any old video games you don't play anymore? And half of the time, I'm going to say maybe like 80% of the time, they bring out boxes of these old video games. So you got to ask them. And then they'll be like, you ask them how much they want for it. And then if you don't really like the price, just be like, hey, I'll give you $20 for this box, and chances are they're going to take it because they want to get rid of it. So, because you know where it's going to go. If they don't sell it, it's going to go right to the curb or the dumpster. So I would utilize going to garage sale, yard sales, or rummage sales, whatever you want to call them, tag sales. Next on my list, it can get complicated with this one, but I do use Amazon. So, I know what's going to happen. You're all going to be like, oh, Watson, Amazon's way overpriced. It's overpriced. Yeah. But however, I found a method that some of my games actually came from Amazon and the Goodwill sellers on there. And I'll show you in picture form how it happens. So, we're going to do an example real quick. This God of War game for PS2. See how it's $52. Whatever. If you got Prime, you get free shipping. All right. You don't want to spend $52 for however old this game is. I can't. I don't know on top of my head, but it's pretty old. It's pretty vintage. No, it's not pretty vintage, but you know what I'm saying. So you see this page. Scroll down a little ways, because this is the secret I'm going to show you. Scroll down a little ways, and then you'll see something like this that's just covering the Amazon logo. And it says new and used. They have 120 items from, that's the lowest price right there, $3.99, and there's going to be $3.99 shipping. So that's about, close to $8. So it's $9 for God of War, and it beats $52.97. So yeah, and then when you click on that, you'll have like many options of sellers on Amazon, and you can go through it and find what the best deal is. Read this. I do recommend read the description, because sometimes it could be disc only if it's cheap. But remember, it could be too good to be true. So please, if you do it this way, because I have to do it, I never made the mistake yet, because I fully read it. Make sure when it says good condition, it's not just disc only. Make sure it doesn't say there's any like flaws in the casing or scratches, because they will tell you if it's slightly scratched, you can get it. I've got fair products, acceptable products. I got where there's beat up cases. It's a risk you're gonna take from a thrift store, but it's a good way to utilize Amazon, especially if you like shopping on Amazon. I do recommend to do it that way, and that's the way I would do it if I were you. Because, like you see, God of War, I mean, it probably is worth 50 something bucks, because it is a great game, and it's one of the definitely classics of PS2. But I'd rather get it for that $8. Next, I don't use it so much, and I've been selling on there, is eBay. But you can get good lots, but you have to be very, very patient with it. I've noticed that, I've seen great deals on NESs, SENSs. You just gotta be really patient on the buy it, especially to buy it now. So you gotta be very patient. You gotta scroll, you gotta check it 2 times a week too. Or you can check it every day, because I notice things pop up every day. So people sell shit. So there it is. But eBay could be another option for you if you want to do a cheap game collection. In this video, that's what I'm talking about. Building a great cheap game collection. I haven't paid full price in a while. I don't think I want to pay retailer price for any games. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to do this, and I'm learning. And I'm just passing some of my knowledge on to you. Remember that. So also in the comments too, I want you to talk, if you do cheap gaming, like game hunting and movie hunting, tell me in the comments below what how you do it too, because let's put our minds together. We gotta build these cheap collections. All right, and then lastly, this one will be more for movie purposes than games. I've seen some games, is the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree, if you gotta really be patient with them, and sometimes you get lucky in a mix of DVDs. I've seen Xbox 360 games. I actually seen PS2 games, PS3 games. I think I seen a PS4 game too at the dollar store at one time. They probably thought it was Blu-ray, and it got mixed up. And so you gotta be very patient. And I heard from other YouTubers and stuff, and I know someone that works at one, that they get a shipment of movies every month now. So just stop in. It doesn't hurt. Check it out. I utilize the dollar store. No shame in the dollar store game. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to build my collection in the 6 months grew pretty big, just from being a cheapskate. Pretty much. I'll admit it. I'm cheap, and I'm game hunting on a budget. So if you want to game hunt on a budget, I would follow my tips for this. And I would also, a lot of people ask me, how do you know, like, like how to find all this too? It's YouTube. Go on YouTube. If you type in like game hunting, movie hunting on a budget, you're going to find like massive amount of YouTubers, great YouTubers that do it. Like, I'm not going to name them, but you find them out on your own and they'll show you how they do it too, and just follow their methods. And hell, you're gonna be like living the dream with these video games. Like I've got massive hauls in for under like $20. So, and since we're on this game thing, like game hunting thing, I do have another thing I forgot to mention, and I'll have a picture or something for it. But it is tell people you collect. I know that it's gonna sound ridiculous, like coworkers, friends, acquaintances, so on. Just be like, when you're in like conversation, don't like just go, "Hey, I collect video games." Just, I don't know, like when people bring up like what's going, like I don't know, a lot of people like to talk like, "Oh, hey, did you see the new PS5's coming out?" Then you can ease into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and be like, yeah, I don't do that, because if you're like me and you game hunting on the budget and don't want to pay full retail price for things, I like, just be like, yeah, $500, that's a lot. I am a game collector though, and and just ease on to that way, and it works for me because I've got free games from people. So, like, just saying I'm a game collector, I'm building my collection. Be like, I'm building my PlayStation collection, and someone will be like, "Oh, really? I want to get rid of my games. I just want to throw them out, and I can't sell them." Guaranteed they're going to give it to you. You just got to you got to go out, you got to be out there about being a collector. Like, if they know you're a collector, chances are they're going to come to you first before anything, even if they're selling it, because they're going to sell it to you probably dirt cheap, or cut you a really awesome deal. I've gotten that too. So they're gonna be like, "Hey, I got this Wii U bundle, like 3 games and you get the Wii U. Before I put it up on Facebook Marketplace, you interested?" And then your ears will start burning, and you'll be like, "Yeah. Wii U, yeah, definitely. How much?" Guarantee they'll sell it to you for like $50 that lot, because they just want to get rid of it. They rather sell to someone to know too. So be vocal about being a collector. Get out there and tell people. So if you think I'm a complete idiot and don't want to follow my tips, that's cool. But I'm telling you, I haven't spent more than $50 on anything lately. So if you don't want to follow my tips, pay full price. If you liked what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe, because I'll have plenty more content. We'll talk about budgets down in the comments. And I will catch you all in the next game pickup video. Later, YouTube.